Hey guys, welcome to Whiskey Web. It's been a good week. I've got the freedom of the road. Passed my Class 6 motorcycle license. So I did the knowledge test, the skills test, and then finally the road test. So this video is here to help you pass the road test too. And I'll pass on my experience and tips from the day. So I'll break this video into 3 parts. The first part is before, second part is during, then the third part is after. So I think the key to this whole thing is preparation. So prepare. If you want to pass first time like I did, and hopefully with not many minors, then the more you practice, the better. So the key to it is make sure you do lots and lots of miles or kilometers beforehand. I tried to do 1,000 kilometers in 20 days before the test, which works out about 50 kilometers a day, and I did that every day. I actually ended up doing more like 1,500 kilometers because it was so enjoyable being out there riding, and you just get carried away, and before you know it, you've done like 75, 100 kilometers. So practice, but try and do at least 1,000. I would also highly recommend taking a course. Use either a local company or, like around here, there's not many, so I used an individual person, Bison Motorcycle Safety, and he actually showed me the likely routes that they'll take you on the road test, and he gave me lots of good feedback on how my technique was and the skills, that kind of thing. And it really helps build your confidence, having that expertise, the third party confirmation about what your capabilities are and what you need to work on. So highly recommend paying for a course. It's money well invested, and it doesn't have to be a lot, but just do something along that line. Also, I would do a bit of reading. I got some good books beforehand, like Proficient Motorcycling, Total Control, and Twist of the Wrist 2 with Keith Code. And there's actually loads of good information in here about how to take corners, how to do slow speed maneuvers, counterbalancing, countersteering, a lot of the theory, but just really helps build your knowledge base. And the more knowledge you have, then hopefully the more comfortable you'll feel out in the road, because you're thinking about things as, okay, have to maybe push left to steer left rather than trying to turn the handlebars. It all helps with your experience and knowledge. Highly recommend also YouTube. There's a guy called Moto Jitsu, and he's done a whole bunch of drills. So it's kind of like these kind of things. So find yourself a parking lot and get yourself some cones, or maybe find some parking spaces, and then just practice these drills, and you work your way through the belts, like white belt, blue belt, brown belt, black belt, that kind of thing. And he shows you how to do it on YouTube as well. So check out Moto Jitsu. He's going to help get your skills up to scratch. Other YouTubers that I found handy as well was Canadian Motor Girl. She actually runs through the entire road test. It takes about an hour to watch that video, but well worth watching. She'll advise on what you need to know on the day. Also, MC Rider and Dan the Fireman have lots of good knowledge as well, lots of practice drills to help you build your skill base. So that's all good stuff. And then, of course, you get these 2 wonderful books as well, Learn to Ride Smart and Tuning Up for Riders, which is the official documents provided by the ICBC to help you prepare for your road test. So understand all the rules of the road, and make sure you can do all the maneuvers in the Tuning Up for Riders. Just keep practicing and you'll get there. And I actually read this 3 times before the test, and this one I went through at least 2 or 3 times as well, and definitely helps get your mind in the right state for what you're about to do. So that's all before the test. Also, to help you feel more confident and on the day, a bit more relaxed, hopefully. Make sure your bike's in good working order. Like the day before, I checked the tire pressure and the condition of the tires, made sure it was spot on. I made sure the bike was fully fueled up. You don't want to run out of fuel halfway through the test. And also check the lights, make sure the lights are in good working order, the horn as well. So just make sure all that stuff's in good hands. Make sure that the bike is actually comfortable for you to use as well. Both feet can touch the ground, it's light and maneuverable. And like the guy after me and the test after, he turned up with a big Harley and no safety gear or anything on. So, you know, you don't want to be that person. Turn up with the safety gear, look like you're taking it seriously with the safety vest and the helmet. The helmet, I actually put a bit of tape on the back, and this just helps them see that you're moving your head. They say one of the skills to work on is your swivel head. So make sure your head's always moving, because you want to see everything but look at nothing. So, you know, your head's always kind of looking around, but you're not like fixating on anything there. Also, the Canada Safety Council.org, they do a motorcycle safety course, which you can do online. You can sign up, it's $29. You can do it all online, but it really helps you gain the right kind of road awareness, situational awareness, things to look out for. So I found that useful as well. And so that's all your preparation. You're ready. You've done all your prep. You're good. You've got good bike control. You've got good observation. You're well practiced. So on the day, you're the star of the show, and it's time for you to perform. So turn up as relaxed as you can. Don't do anything else that day. Just focus on the road test. Like, I took a day off work, and I just wanted to be in a good state of mind. So I'd recommend doing that. Turn up 15, 20 minutes early, so you're there in good time. You're not panicked and rushed. You're well fed, watered, toileted, all that good stuff. And then what you do is you go into the office or the driver license in place or BC services, and you pay your $50. So make sure you've either got $50 cash or a card to pay your road test fee. They'll take your registration plate as well. So take a picture of your registration plate before you go into the office, so you don't have to like run out and then run back in again. So make sure you know that. And then they say you're good to go. So you go out to the car park. Two people will be waiting for you. One's the driver and the other one's the examiner. So the driver gave me a high-vis vest to wear, and there was a radio on the shoulder right here. And they'll get you to put your helmet on, and they'll check to see that you can hear through your helmet from the radio. And for me, it was very clear. It was very, very loud. I mean, I had no problems during the test at all, but just give them the thumbs up, say, okay, I'm good, I can hear. And they're going to repeat all the instructions twice. So if you ever don't understand the instructions or you can't hear because of traffic noise or whatever, just tap yourself on the helmet, and then they'll know that you can't hear, and they'll say it again, or you can pull over to the side and clarify what you need to do. So the route was about half an hour, and they would say like turn left, and then I would do my mirror, signal, shoulder check. Make sure you shoulder check. That's one of the things they really focus on. Like whenever you change lane position or turn, make sure you're doing your shoulder checks. And you just follow the directions, and after a while you kind of forget they're there, and it becomes quite enjoyable, hopefully. So you do your maneuver. Like for me, it was a U-turn on a dead-end street, so there was no traffic to worry about. Parked, did the hazard awareness. Make sure you provide as much detail as possible, like tar snakes, gravel, limited vision hill, like no marking down the center of the road, hidden driveways, bushes, signs, construction, all that kind of stuff. And it just shows that you're really aware and observant of all the risks to the rider. After a few more turns, we went through some playground zones, school zones. Make sure you stick to 30 kilometers an hour if it says so on the sign, or below, maybe 28, 29. Do not go over that, otherwise they might fail you right there and then. For residential streets where there was a lot of hazards, I stuck to around 40 kilometers an hour, and that was fine. They had no issues with that. And when we're on the main roads, I stuck to the speed limit or slightly above to keep up with the flow of traffic. So maybe like 55 in a 50 zone or 85 in a 80 zone, something like that. So you just want to be like, not the slowest, not the fastest, just with the flow, stay with the flow. So they had no issues with that. After we parked back at the BC services, I turned off my bike, I got off, took the helmet off, ready to receive the feedback. And they give you a bit of paper, and hopefully it will say pass right there. And then down here, it will list all the little things that you maybe need to work on. So one was like one missed shoulder check for me. So you get this bit of paper, you get the good news, hopefully, any feedback, and you go back into the office, hand this in, pay $17, which is your fee for your new license. And then you get your photo for your new license as well, so make sure your hair is looking good. And yeah, that's it. After that, they give you your interim license, which is your yellow bit of paper, and then you're going to get your official photocard license in the post, maybe 2 or 3 weeks later. So that's it, guys. I'm going to put all the stuff that I've talked about here in the description below, so if you're looking for links, they'll be there. And just in summary, prepare. Do everything you can to practice. This helps build confidence, and it helps you relax on the day as well, because you know you can do it. You've done it countless times. All the streets are kind of familiar. You're used to traffic. So it really does just help you breathe and relax on the day. During the test, focus on awareness and control of the bike. Just make sure you're fully aware, keep your head swiveling, keep good control of the bike, good speed control. And then finally, enjoy the ride. Because if you can relax and enjoy the ride, you'll probably give a better performance than if you're stiff and tense and the bike's kind of twitchy. So all the best, guys. Good luck. Take it easy. Enjoy.